moments involving Liverpool's Luis Diaz and referee Simon Hooper don't always end well. So, when Diaz found the net in the 11th minute and Hooper pointed to the centre circle for a restart, at least we were spared any bewildering controversy.
The only wait was for a red flare, thrown from the away end, to fizzle out. Diaz's strike at Spurs in September, incorrectly ruled out for offside, will forever remain as the worst VAR mistake in English football history. Tonight, the Colombian scored his 7th goal of the season to extend Liverpool's one-goal advantage from the first leg.
While Issa Diop got the Fulham crowd dreaming of only the club's second-ever final with an equaliser, Marco Silva's side, despite having a real go at the end, were unable to force the match into extra time. Read more in FOOTBALLBRIDGE. The gap I scored last time Fulham won at Chelsea, then joined Blues and fans booed me. Power up, get £40 in free football bet builder bets when you stake £10 with Paddy Power. So, while it was not the most comfortable of evenings for Jurgen Klopp, he will be satisfied considering how many players he had missing.
Mo Salah, Dominic Szoboszlai, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Joel Matip were all absent, yet still, they booked their date at Wembley, top of the Premier League and through to the final of the Carabao Cup final against Chelsea on February 25, and they also remain in both the Europa League and the FA Cup. This not only tells you about the strength of Liverpool's squad but the way summer replacements, such as Alexis Mac Allister and Ryan Gravenberch, have slotted into the midfield so seamlessly.
Most read in football IN Sane Leroy Sane shoved in the face by opposition manager to sparking mass brawl. Stalled Man United reject chance to sign Karim Benzema over wage demands amid FFP fears. Cuff love moment. Foden's mum is put in cuffs after drunkenly flipping cap off man's head. Footy wrap. Tottenham billionaire Joe Lewis pleads guilty to US insider trading scheme. Free bets. Best betting offers new customer bonuses. Jarrell Quansah, who delivered a world-class pass for the goal, was making only his 12th full appearance yet looks as though he has been playing next to Virgil van Dijk for years. Harvey Elliott left Fulham at an early age, so it was no surprise he was booed with every touch last night, but this was his 93rd Liverpool appearance and he is only 20.
Little wonder he left the pitch with a smile. Liverpool's fixtures will continue to pile up if they remain in all their competitions. Klopp will keep moaning, naturally. But while the likes of Henderson, Milner, Maine and Firmino are no longer around, this team is developing a similar kind of mentality, and the last 10 minutes or so at Craven Cottage were a real test.
Ultimately, Marco Silva's Fulham team really needed an early goal if they were going to make Liverpool sweat. Midfielder João Palhinha placed both hands on his head in frustration when volleying a corner from Andreas Pereira over the bar.
Palhinha was unmarked, so he should have probably done better, and he was left to rue that chance when he was unable to stop Diaz from scoring. A few minutes later, Quansah delivered that stunning pass from his own half. Diaz beat Timothy Castagne fair too easily in the air before seizing onto the loose ball. Diaz struck the ball just as Palhinha challenged, yet Leno should have saved, but instead, could only push the ball onto the inside of the post.
Diaz wasted a good chance by side-footing a tame shot at Leno after Gravenberch strode through the home midfield unchallenged. Raúl Jiménez, having forced a decent one-handed save from Callagher, then claimed he should have been awarded a penalty after the slightest of tugs on his shirt from Gravenberch, but Hooper got the decision right.
And while Fulham recovered after suffering that early blow, they were still not really hurting Clark's team enough. Pereira's shot hit the post after Callagher failed to make a proper connection on a punch, yet with 14 minutes left, Fulham finally found a way past Liverpool's number 2 keeper.
Harry Wilson powered impressively past Liverpool right-back Conor Bradley, and his cross, following a slight deflection off Kwanzaa, was met by Diop, who used his thigh to turn the ball past Callagher. For a few minutes, Liverpool's players lost composure and Fulham felt they had a real chance of turning this around.
Callagher looked unsure in goal, and it was a shame the home team could not have tested him a few more times. Yet Liverpool, who have moved on impressively since that controversial night in North London 4 months ago, were able to avoid a late drama.
Read more. Son STORIESCOSTLY habit. Vaping addict, 22, left with 1% chance of living, has double lung transplant, stealing the girl. Love Island All-Stars fans work out Toby and Callum's explosive row, and while Fulham fans will disagree, Liverpool v Chelsea should be a decent final. Not including the Community Shield, the Reds will be looking for their 7th title under Klopp.
Meanwhile, Mauricio Pochettino is now looking to land his first piece of silverware, and if he is to do so, knows he will now have to do it the hard way. Transfer News Live. All the latest transfer deals from around the world this January.